Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Unveiling Shadows podcast. I'm your host, Kimberly Mosby, and Gov Buster is our guest today on the live feed. He came on and did one of my podcasts with me about the moon phases and dates and satanic rituals via the what do we want to call them? Uh, Charlie Kirk.
Human sacrifice rituals.
Yeah, human sacrifice rituals, yes. And through rallies. So I think it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So take it away. Tell us what you can.
It takes a long time to watch and chart and put these things together. I spoke a little bit of it on the first video that we did, but I wasn't real sure right around the June timeframe, but I knew it was coming up forward. This is kind of to prove that, Fox News, which is your new administration for the president and everything, and CNN was the old crew, and how they're going back and forth doing these things. This would be the unicursal hexagram, which are these things right here.
Okay.
And they match, and basically it's not represent the people. It's what is it? Do what thou will. This is Aleister Crowley things.
Yeah.
It leads to these ceremony. I'm calling them human sacrifice rituals sponsored by Fox News on this one, because I know that the others have done them on their side too through the murder mystery shows and et cetera, et cetera. So we start with America Fest in 1222 of 24, which was a half moon. Let me go through these phases with you as I go through this. 1222 of 24, it was a half moon.
Okay. Yep. Perfect.
And Trump's in Phoenix at a rally, and he's talking to the Golden Age. This is the start of that ritual, and this is the first 9 months of it. The first 9 months that leads to Baphomet here, and this one right here where Charlie Kirk was killed. Okay.
Okay.
The second one, this one right here is June 12th, just now. So we're going to lead this all the way around. It seems, even though this Tyler Robinson guy may have had some furry friends or something and all this stuff that the media is spewing out about him,
Yeah.
it seems like this guy was already in the courtroom chair before he ever was in,
Yeah.
at that rally or anything. So this Tony Graff, this judge, he was put there just prior to it. So we got this thing going all the way around. The unicursal hexagram.
Wow.
1224 with the half moon with Trump.
Okay.
And it comes on over here to 322 of 25 with Jessica Aber. Okay.
Okay.
And they say she had passed away from an epileptic seizure, but this couldn't possibly be.
Yeah.
Most of the crimes that I'm investigating out here, they're calling them all something else. Suicides in Texas, and this one got hit with a stick or whatever. COVID, it goes on and on. Yeah, this is Jessica Aber, U.S. Attorney, and it was a half moon.
Okay.
And see, all these things line up out of this. So Trump's inauguration, same thing, half moon, lit on the left side. These are all left side until we get breaking over here to the right.
Okay.
Now. So and I had a hard time finding Charlie Kirk, and I said on your last video, this is when this has a mix of Iran and Israel in it. Okay.
Okay.
All these events match this too. Okay. And Charlie Kirk was at the White House here trying to convince Trump not to fight or bomb or go to war with Iran.
Okay.
So Trump went pro-Israel, um, and on the 22nd, which will be Monday, but
Yep.
the last 22nd, I told you I couldn't find nothing in June because I'm still watching what they're doing and documenting it.
Yeah.
That that he bombed Iran. That was when he first bombed Iran. Okay, 3 days after Charlie. Um, so as we come around here, we have 9/10 where Charlie was assassinated, and this is the first part, the first 9 months of this arm that goes around to Charlie. This is your first 9 months of Baphomet with your crescent, your black crescent.
Yeah.
And it's lit, it's non-lit on the right side. Okay. Um, the Charlie's funeral. Let me see. Let me show you. Let me show you this as it goes around. So this would be January 25, right here. The 21st, which would be exactly the last quarter. January 25.
Okay.
Which would be the last quarter. This would be Trump's inauguration. These things all kind of center right near 50% illumination.
Okay.
And then we come on over here to, let me catch up on the moon phase calendar thing. We come over here to Jessica Aber, and it's 322, which is the number for Skull and Bones. And this is at 50% illumination. So when I told you he's showing up on the 21st and 22nd of every month,
Yeah.
this is what he's doing. You also had the correspondence dinner and a shooting there. You also had these other things he was doing in the shooting at the White House. I mean, yeah, this is not good. So 6/18 of 25 was the half moon lit on the left with Charlie Kirk visiting the White House.
Okay.
Then you get let me get back to this whole thing. Get back to 9/14 of 25 here, where Fox News remembers Charlie on their little special here they got.
Okay.
So on 9/14, I mean, seeing these things all dialing straight up to it, the last quarter.
Wow.
All these are the last quarter moon. So 2014. It's September 2025. This is what was he on the 10th? He was killed. See this little sliver of darkness right here?
Yep.
This would be the left arm of Baphomet, which says coagulate, which is basically kill.
Yeah.
And all these people that showed up at these TPUSA rallies, they're not rallies.
Yeah.
These are rituals done by these group of individuals. And then you have here no moon, total darkness. And this is September 2025 too, where this is Charlie's funeral.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
And I'm going to show you how this all ties together and how you know it's correct. Because when I told you how the sky moves and such, you got a half staff flag right here. You have Fox News is the sponsor of this.
Okay.
This half moon is also lit on the left, and you got 10/14 and 25, and they're giving Charlie Kirk the Medal of Freedom, which I wouldn't want.
Right.
And Erica Kirk is all involved with this.
Yeah.
Yes, it was planned from beginning to end. And we have the Arkansas governor who's involved with this. When they do the Fox News special, this would be December of 2025, which would be 12/11. 12/11 on December of 2025 would be the half moon right here, this one highlighted.
Yeah.
These things all fall damn direct, okay?
Yeah.
And this is when This is a 1221. Right here, it goes back to dark and no moon, where Erica Kirk and Nicki Minaj show up at the White House and they're doing that special. Um, and then it comes on over to March 26.
Okay.
311 of March of 26 is the direct half moon.
Okay.
March 26. And you have it lit on the left again, and you have Governor Sanders, Erica Kirk at the governor's mansion on that day. I'm trying to show you how this lines up, because this is how the sky moves.
Yep.
You have 6 months and 1 day across here.
Yep.
6 months and 1 day across here. You have 1 year, and this is dead on right here, because coming Monday, you should have a plus 1 day, but it falls on a Sunday, so they got to do it Monday. And this is when Tyler Robinson's in court. This should be reasonable doubt to put into that Utah court, and give to the defense, where it just nulls the whole case. So there's 10 days between 12/11 on that half moon and 12/21. There's 10 days between Charlie Kirk's assassination and Charlie Kirk's funeral.
Wow.
There's 10 days between Erica Kirk over here with Sarah Sanders at the governor's office. And now we're looking at month and day, okay, on all this.
Yep.
It rolls around as the year rolls around. 10 days between that and Jessica Aber being killed.
Yeah.
It all matches up. It's all mathematically correct. And it matches the, let me put this over here for a minute. It matches I do this channel, by the way, to document evidence.
Yeah.
I really didn't want to be GovBuster or do a channel or anything else. It's to document evidence that this stuff is mathematically correct.
Yes.
It's planned from beginning to end. And you rewind Jessica Aber 9 months, and it puts you at June of 24, and he's in Philadelphia. Okay.
Who is President Trump?
When Trump's going around, and I'm not trying to speak bad about nobody, I'm trying to document evidence. Yep. It don't matter who it is. So he's over here. Let me go through the thing he's doing. Okay, now. So we got it established that we have a timeline, we have a cast of characters, we have a crime, everything a prosecutor would need to handle this. But the prosecutor, Tony Graff, over here in Salt Lake, over at Provo, Utah, I think, is where this case is going on. He was appointed just before that, probably for a specific reason. So Trump is talking. So get this. So Trump is talking about the golden age and going on about that while the Golden State's on fire. He's over at the Golden Arches before he's elected. Okay. So serving French fries. These are all signals that they're putting out.
Yeah.
And that was time too, as you go backwards from this, before his election and everything. So it rolls right into his election and stuff too. They were put in there. The Orem, Utah, where Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Orem means golden, light, dragon, serpent. Okay. So here we go back with the golden part of it again. So we got these people nailed for what they're doing, anything but representing the U.S. citizen at all. It also has ties with when they strike Iran and have Iranian talks, because all of a sudden you get over here to 2026, which is right here on the bottom. I stuck up there with Tony Graff. And there's 10 days between the 12th and the 22nd, it's on Monday, right here,
Yeah.
this half moon.
Yeah.
So the 12th would be right here, June the 26th.
Okay. You can
And this
see.
one's lit on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
So now you go back to here, right here, solve it, to solve the problems. And then Trump is trying to get the Iranian deal that day. Okay.
Okay.
And he's also, so it puts Tyler Robinson right back in line with this whole thing that started 18 months prior. So you got 9 months of the Black Arm of Baphomet, which, by the way, was same way with the presidency of 9/11 happening, with this individual being killed out here, Rebecca Gould, with Charlie Kirk. It's a perpetual cycle. It's been going on for a long time.
Yeah. Thousands of years would be my guess.
I'm calling Trump Aleister Crowley and the governor, Sarah Sanders, Madam Blavatsky here. And you notice how Trump's got his picture up, and he says he's a doctor and he's healing, and he's got his hand on the guy.
Yeah. Looking like Jesus.
And then Erica Kirk.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said
and
he
then
was.
Erica Kirk gets this doctor's degree. See how Erica Kirk gets the doctor's degree? See, he's reading the snake poem all through before he's getting in too. So you knew he was a snake when you let him in. These people are rallying about this stuff. These people maybe paid to go to these rallies. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Anybody who did a donation to or voted for Trump or any of them at this point, because I'm telling you, politics is the devil's religion.
Yes. Yeah. I know.
And it literally is.
Yep.
See, this is part female, bottom half of Baphomet, and this is the male part. This would be 12, 22, or 24. This would be right now while he's doing the solve it. And he's got Supreme Court cases and everything else too going on. He's got a whole collage of things going on as this is happening. But you can see through the timing, through the subject matter, through their actions, how this is all moving like this. You got any questions? Take a break. Take a breather for a second.
Take a breather. So I
can't hear you.
You can't? Can you hear me now?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I can now.
Okay.
So in the process of doing the research and everything else, and I did on your last show how Pope John Paul II was the labor of the sun, where he was born on the eclipse and later died and was entombed on the eclipse. You can't say he died and was entombed on the eclipse anymore because it was on a half moon. So basically he was killed. So I did a video on my website saying there's a serial killer at the Vatican or something, because and I didn't catch it at the time, but in doing a lot more research about this, the other two popes, Bergoglio on 4/21 to 25, it was a half moon lit on the left side.
Okay.
Ratzinger, see, he was Assisi. He was Pope Assisi. Ratzinger here, which is Pope Benedict, that was 12/31 to 22. This is a half moon. And Pope John Paul II, which was on 4/2 of 05. That was a half moon. So basically, the last three popes in office are gone all at the same time, saying they died.
Right.
I say otherwise. Because these things aren't by chance. Everything since 2001 right there, where 9/11 happened.
Yeah.
We're getting all this that's going on, and it's going on perpetually. In all that, a lot of these things are aligning with the black sun here, where this one is the sun, and this step back would be the moon as it's going around the circle here. Um, you can continue to see him show up around the 21st, 22nd of the month. This is sufficient evidence through their actions. This is why when these people did this out here at Stone County to me, and they're still doing so, by the way. I had a guy show up on June 8th, half moon, trespass on his property. I had to call a sheriff out here, make a report. Um, they're not doing what they're supposed to. They're not representing the people. They're doing do what thou will. Okay. They don't want to be called Nazis. They don't act like Nazis. Those who say they're Jews and are not are the synagogue of Satan.
Yes. Yes.
And that's exactly what it seems.
Yes.
And I was pro-Trump and I was pro-Sarah Sanders. I was on the right side of the Republicans years back. Because I wasn't paying attention real close to what they were doing. Now I don't want anything to do with either side.
That's correct.
Political scam.
It's the same two-headed snake, Brent. It's the same two-headed snake.
It sure
One
is.
body, two heads.
So when we're looking at these things, you're starting to get these things in here where you get in all these as it goes around, where you got the Pope's dead, the people who were the last living people who watched the Secret Service for JFK, and JFK was dead on a half moon of 11/22/63. You start getting the Trump convictions. You start getting Trump meeting with Putin in Alaska. And when you want to tie it all together, because you're governor too, Greg Abbott, has direct ties. People look at this and they see him as a little group or something. But when Abbott met with Trump on your border right near you, that was a half moon. When he met with Sarah Sanders there, same thing. These are all separate times. And when he met with DeSantis too, these were all separate times. They're all moving in a pattern, but there's a lot to this, and it takes a little bit to pay attention to document what they're doing.
Yeah.
I think this is sufficient enough evidence to put over in the court in Utah, at least give to the defense of this guy. He might not be a perfect person, but I think it's also evidence of looking way back to, say, JFK, where Lee Harvey Oswald was possibly a patsy.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
so. Might this guy be?
Yes.
I don't know how they convince these people to do these things. I think there was another shooter. And I think he was just kind of like coerced into being there. I don't think he actually did it. I think that it was another shooter. It was probably Mossad.
Yeah.
It was probably done in Israel. It was anybody who spoke out against Trump, anybody who tried to prosecute Trump, like Letitia James and all that. So you don't hear them no more. Or who's the one that was in Georgia? Willis, Fannie Willis.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't surprise me. Yeah, they're dark people because
they're dark evil people doing dark evil things. What we need are administrators, people who look out for the people, not themselves. People who manage the people's financial welfare, economic health, not go blame other countries to steal oil.
Yep.
Like Venezuela and all that. All these strikes and stuff, everything initially happens, even with Venezuela, starts on a half moon. So did Iran. So did the Russia-Ukraine war. So did the October 7th Hamas-Israel war.
Yeah.
So did the Gulf of Tonkin. these things have been going on for a long time. It's time to dial people in so they can kind of recognize what they see as it's going on. Educate the people, change the hearts and minds of the people.
Yep.
Um, because they're absolutely not representing you.
No, they absolutely are not. Yeah. That's why I did the status correct. Yeah. We, the people, are going to have to rise so we can take this stuff down because it is evil. And obviously, they're practicing satanic rituals and doing these things on
At the highest level.
the highest level. They're all in on it, all of them.
So what happens is with this case with me out here at Stone County, I move here. They come do a duplicate copycat ritual of a Rebecca Gould out here on us. And I report it to the DOJ, the FBI, the White House. I have correspondence with all this. And Tim Griffin over here just now, these people are still perpetually at it. I think we have a serial killer over here who's hiding in plain sight, who's been here a long time, who was here at the time of that killing. So Tim Griffin writes me a letter and tells me that you have to go through the county prosecutor here, and there's no other choice. They're all buddies. This guy ain't gonna prosecute these. And that's why they're getting away with murder, literal murder. And the FBI should step into this at any point now. This place here in particular, northern Arkansas and western Arkansas, has a particular long history of cult type activity with Tony Alamo, and they have CSA. I used to think stood for Confederate States of America, but this is called the Covenant, the Sword, and the Arm of the Lord. Okay. And these people were busted by FBI and articles and stuff, targeting properties just like they're doing us.
Yeah.
And assassinating people. And they were doing this in Texas too. So I got volumes of evidence and names of these people everywhere I've been. And to this day, they're still out there doing this. So,
yeah, they need to be stopped.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
It's time for the people to take back their government.
Yes.
And as an example of these things that go on with Tyler Robinson and Lee Harvey Oswald, this last guy who comes out here on June 8th, this guy's talking about like he's something prestigious or something. He does their bidding or something. This guy's uninvited, trespassing, with the main character that the FBI is watching in the background over here across the way, trying to
intimidate you
or convince you into. He started saying all kinds of bad things about this sheriff here at Stone County. Okay. And that's not unusual because everybody did. But he's starting to lead you into saying, well, what are we going to do about it? And all this stuff. This guy's either irreparably damaged by war. He comes over, he's all shot up. He's even got a bullet hole in his face and stuff. Or he's medicated or something. I'm not sure. Kind of like he's coaxing you into, for me to be the next Tyler Robinson or something, maybe local level. This is national level stuff.
Yeah.
The president and all them need to get off their cult rituals and start managing the people's welfare, safety, their well-being.
Yeah.
This is why America's failing. Because basically, even if you're paying taxes or you're voting for them, you all participated in this. So I didn't vote because I knew this wasn't going to go well.
Yeah.
And I have people around me saying, well, why didn't you vote? If Trump loses, we're going to blame you. But now they're starting to regret what they said. Now they hear what I say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those people are placed in that position. Your votes are not going anywhere other than into the abyss somewhere. We're going to have to take back the states at a state level. I think Washington
At a local level, too.
at a local level, yeah, at a local level.
Your local level is your most threat level because you have one sheriff here who's doing the cult rituals to us that matches 20 years ago of Rebecca Gould. You have the other guy who steps up, whose name, I don't know if I should say names, another individual who steps up running for the sheriff.
Okay.
Because this is under investigation right now. He was the one who everybody's telling me out here was the cover-up guy for all this stuff. He was an Arkansas State Trooper. And you got a sheriff out here currently doing it. And then you go to your next representative, which is Missy Irving, and she's running unopposed, okay? And you got to sign up way back when to try to challenge her or jump through hoops and pay money, all this stuff. But she's tied with her husband, who's at Baxter Healthcare, which is right here in this town and in Mountain Home, Arkansas. And when you start following the money on this stuff,
yeah,
she's getting her campaign contributions, or I would like to call them kickbacks now, off of the home medical COVID tyranny thing that's going on.
Yeah.
That Tulsi Gabbard just came out with, stating that, yeah, this is what it was. These people are not representing you.
Nope.
Not even if you go to the governor. So these people attack me and I hand them a capital murder case, an attempted murder case on me and my 80-year-old mom. And then I go to the next level of the governor and Trump and all these people, and they're not doing nothing about it. So
Yeah.
here we go with all this right here.
Yeah.
And that's why they're not doing nothing about it.
Yeah, because they're involved. They're all involved.
Because they're too busy doing their own cult killings. I mean,
Yes.
Trump seems, he talks all well and everything's great and he talks like a lamb, but he's over here at Xi Jinping in China, going to the Temple of Heaven, okay, and the garden, okay, and over there he also visits the Wall of Nine Dragons. And when we went over all this before, one of these dragons' name is Phoenix, and Charlie was killed in Phoenix.
Yeah, they like to tell us exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, they're doing it in plain sight.
Yeah.
The people aren't catching on. They're too busy working or other activities, what have you,
Right.
to actually sit back and view this from a distance. Yeah, so he speaks like a lamb, but he's acting like a dragon. And when I was telling you about 2017, his first administration trip, where he was in Saudi and in Israel and in Rome, and I was showing you Ezekiel's vision, how this one was the bull, this one was the lion, Rome, and he would be left hand here with the bull, right hand with the lion with Rome, and he would be facing America west, which would be the eagle, and behind him was a man. And this was way back, I told you this.
Yeah.
And right now, as it rolls around, here we go. He's over at Xi Jinping, the man. I'm kind of questioning our national debt. I think it's maybe just a ploy to inflate prices to extort from the general person.
Yes.
But we shouldn't have to participate in these things or be on the hook to pay the bill that they ran up.
Exactly.
It's like dined and dashed on you.
Yeah.
They dined and dashed on you and left you sitting there.
Holding the check. Yep.
for the person to invent more laws to say that now we're taking everybody's property to
Right?
pay off this debt or something, and in case of a failure, um, it do what thou will. It is no law at all. When we have these so-called representatives who lied to us and didn't do what they said they were going to do, and
Yeah.
went and invented all these laws, the people had no say in voting on these laws passing or anything else. It was just this group of individuals who served themselves.
Correct.
And
That's
the
correct.
people have to live under these laws. And by the time you got that, the person who lied to serve the establishment, and they invented all these laws that the people had no approval or disapproval of. And then you get to a judge who has an opinion. It's do what thou will. It's no law at all.
Exactly.
The only law is there is no law. And that's an Aleister Crowley thing. It's a Babylonian symbol.
Yep.
And I'm tending to agree with old Rick Pearson in Prophecy USA, and his 53 descriptions on America is Mystery Babel. The sigils that these people had when I was looking at them had Babylonian sigils to it too. This out here would be more of an Aryan hate group.
Okay.
They're kind of thick and concentrated in this area. And the reason why I didn't go to Arkansas State Troop I next is because they came and saw me.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
they started this ritual. They started this ritual over on December 15th when they pulled me over on an unlawful traffic stop. Say, oh, must have been mistaken identity or something. Didn't do anything wrong, but that was the first point of the previous thing that I showed you, where the pole guy shows up in the yard on 12/15 and starts that ritual.
Yeah.
The second part of it, the second quarter part of it, was a Stone County sheriff's in a gray Blazer who pulled up on me on my road and then pulled back off of me. The third point in this ritual that's continued to go on by this stalker is the guy who showed up on June 8th on the half moon. We have criminal complaint packs. My mom is scared and terrified of these people.
Yeah. As she should be.
This is abuse of the elderly. This is, and we had a doctor's appointment through Baxter Healthcare. Okay, that was manipulated somehow by that state trooper. Okay, to make me drive through this area so they could do that on that certain date. She wound up in an emergency room near death prior to this, and their lack and neglect of healthcare towards her.
Yeah.
She was clear when she went into there to this doctor to make medication adjustments because she's a heart patient.
Okay.
And this is causing damage to her too. These
Yeah.
people have no regard for anybody, no respect, no honor.
Yeah.
And on your previous comments, you had another guy from Centerville, Texas, who said I speak the truth, and they targeted him too.
Yeah.
And those were 5 or 6 elderly people who they called suicides. They weren't suicides.
No.
When you get to 6 months and 1 day across a will and then a court date, and they're awarded all their buddies, you can follow the money trail on all that one. These corporations are the one who have involvement with this.
And they're all corporations, just like they incorporated everybody at birth with their name in capital letters. And that's why I urge people to status correct.
Energy Corporation with the pole guy, Richwoods Water Corporation with the water guy, the stalker.
Yeah. They're all in on it.
Suspected serial killer. There was a oil corporation in Tulsa, Oklahoma, who had ties to the one in Centerville, Texas, because they dozed over 100-year-old farm, called them suicides, put up oil and gas wells, and then rewarded their buddies all the things. And when you go back to try to see the oil rights on all these things and everything, all the names are blacked out, and you can't find anything.
Yeah.
Corporations have these CEOs have direct involvement with these activities.
Yeah.
They're running these crews. Even if you can call them unsolved mysteries and true crime and all them corporations, or your news corporations.
Yep.
People are starting to see it's an actual farce. People need to take back over these local communities because that's your most immediate threat.
Yeah.
Unless they're traveling around doing it. Yeah, so I found it amazing how Trump's talking a golden age, and in Orem, Utah, he's assassinated, and it means golden light and the serpent and the dragon. And the Phoenix dragon that he's going and visiting in China, which is Phoenix, Arizona. And you have these bowl events too, because this comes over into Caesar Super Bowl in San Francisco, all this stuff. The Golden State, where the 49ers found gold and struck, the gold rush. And now you're seeing World Cup
Yeah.
things go on. So it's like, it's literally like ancient Rome, but in a modern sense, where you have these gladiator games, but they're not throwing you to lions, and
Right.
unless the Lions are playing Super Bowl, I guess. I don't know, but you're seeing the revived Roman Empire. The Bible calls them legion. It has become the habitation of demons, as I'm proving.
Absolutely.
And we need good, solid, sound people to stand up, take these positions. Trump wasn't over there to, he's not calling out Newsom. He's not calling out Karen Bass, who stole the election from Pratt.
Yeah.
There's no election integrity, no trust through the medical people.
Nope.
No trust through, your leaders, who I would say are leading you to hell right now. Satan weakens the nations, and America is absolutely not what it was.
No.
When I was growing up.
Exactly.
I mean, it absolutely not. You had manufacturing jobs. You had everybody's pretty stable and sound.
Yeah.
Now it's third world country, like
it feels like that,
even
doesn't
people
it?
with college degrees. Yeah, even people with college degrees can't get a job. These degrees are corporations. They're selling slavery. The $100,000 vehicles at the dealerships. They're selling you a payment. Slavery. They're not selling you a vehicle. It's become really ridiculous.
Yes.
I don't know what else to really say about this. So what's been going on down there with you?
Nothing much, It's just, trying to get
how's
by.
Life around Elon? How's life around Elon Musk and all that? Is he down there with you?
SpaceX is, but many people don't really care for him, and I don't blame them because he's part of that.
Oh, I don't either.
He's part of all this.
I know he's the one who comes out wearing the Baphomet uniform.
Yeah,
a while
exactly.
Back.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
He's is Starbase Texas near you?
I don't know about Starbase. SpaceX
Where they're launching the rockets and such.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But I haven't heard him launch any rockets as of lately, because where is he launching them to?
Yeah.
They're not going to space. Like, they think that people are stupid and they're not going to figure out, what kind of world we live in.
kind of just like a second Cape Canaveral, where they're launching these things where if a malfunction happens, it's going out over the Gulf of America now, and or over the Atlantic.
Yeah.
Over the Atlantic, the for safety purposes, yeah, Elon Musk has involvement with it. It makes me wonder what some of these people are doing behind the scenes. See, I have a whole volume of more crimes here. The police were killed on happenings. Other citizens, same thing. This guy's telling me about a little 4-year-old girl out here in 2016. I couldn't believe that one. I'm at my wits' end. I don't know what to think about these people.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know where
maybe
their
you,
head is.
right. Maybe you should look at a company called Dominion that it's not a company, it's a group of people of 222 people, which equal the number 6. And Peter Thiel is head of it, but it's got, Ted Cruz on it, Tulsi Gabbard. It's got 222 of probably the most nefarious people that are heading up all of this stuff. I can send you the screenshot from this guy's article that I found on Substack, and I'll let you look at it and see if you can figure out anything with that and the lunar Freemason satanic rituals that these people are doing right in front of us. It's just,
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
yeah.
Well, I wouldn't doubt it. Whenever I was a lot younger at the time, and when I was looking into Jan Wilhelm things down there in Texas, I kind of just slipped off and disappeared for a couple of days, do a little recon mission, and I go off and I didn't understand what I was doing, what I was looking at the time, and pictures of this showed up on the internet. I dropped this stuff over to another secondary individual, and some of the pictures showed up and then they disappeared. But you
Okay.
got this guy out there, he's like in a KKK uniform, but it's leather, and they're out there in the middle of the woods. And they had this lady beside him dressed in white. She was beautiful. She had a white wedding dress on. They had this big old giant thick book they're reading. And they have this campfire right there, and they have male and female figures, which is like what I'm talking about with this stuff here, dancing around this fire nude. And I come up on this and I go, what is this? And this is when I first started looking into investigating these things. And when I said the poll guys showed up here in December on mine, here, I'll pull mine. In December on mine, this is Gould. The poll guy in December on mine, and the female Stone County officer shows up here at the gate. This is male and female, law of opposites. This is Freemasonry.
Yes.
So when you have Charlie Kirk and all that here, you have Jessica Abert and Charlie Kirk, male and female.
Wow. Okay.
These people are victims. No, you don't understand how mathematically correct this is, and how just like summer and winter. I mean,
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to say. I put this channel up to document evidence, and I put this channel up to teach individuals to understand and recognize what they're looking at. These people don't intend you to do well by you.
Exactly. I think many people know that, especially targeted people.
But they're just getting the surface of it. I get enough to build a case on them, you see. And that's what people need to do.
So is that at GovBuster on YouTube? Is that the channel that you're doing these on? Or are you doing it on a website? And what is the website?
And this is why I'm trying to educate the people, because you have to be at or near one of these scenes Like every time they've come up onto this property, they're the aggressor, they're the offender, they're the stalker doing these things.
Yes.
It's not like I'm going to them. Only time I show up in that town square down at that courthouse is when they've done it, and I'm in there chatting with them about
Exactly.
things. But it's important because they can talk about these other crimes and everything else, or JFK, but if you wasn't there to see the actual detail of what went on, you can't really circle and name the victims as it goes around. You can, however, do this with your TV and watching what's going on. You see, it's like you're there,
Yeah.
but not like at the property. You see, um, so there's a lot of victims, but you can't prove them or the exact people who were involved with them because you're not there. If you were around, you could identify the individuals. Like I taped these people's plate numbers and all of them. Um, but if you're around TV and you're watching the sky, and you can, and this is going to continue on, people.
Yeah.
This is going to continue on because here we go, full circle back to Charlie's funeral and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Erica Kirk needs to give everybody a refund back. And why podcasters? No, seriously, why podcast?
Yeah.
You're doing a community service. You're actually helping people.
I'm
You're not
trying.
sitting here spreading rumor or anything else. You have these podcasters here who probably have CIA and MI6 type connections,
Of course.
like
Yeah.
Candace Owens.
Yep.
Candace Owens, 6 million viewers.
Yep.
I kind of like David Nino Rodriguez. He kind of seems kind of on the normal side. But you have Badlands Media with this guy named John Harold. He runs this corporation that says most of Americans need to die and everything. And I don't even think it's his real name. Somebody investigated deep into him. You got these people on YouTube watching the psyop, being programmed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Um, um,
Mind controlled.
it's all a form of false idol worship.
Yes.
It's nothing to do with your Bible or what it says to do. This is why, and it has the laws of Deuteronomy and Leviticus and stuff for sound financial, sound, your well-being, health, etc.
Yeah.
No, we're not following any of that.
No.
Not even in the slightest. I think that Tyler Robinson is not guilty. I think he's maybe just the stooge. ABC and all these people, they're aggressively reporting, oh, he said he did it and all this stuff. The William Allen Miller guy here, same thing. I think he's sitting there in a jail cell, feels like the world's against him. They're coercing him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's thinking they're going to give him the death penalty or something. And he goes, has them pleas and cops a deal just so they don't kill him or something. These practices are done at Galveston where they hold you till you admit to a crime that you didn't even do.
Yeah.
It's guilty before proven innocent. The courts, the public officials, they have no credibility anymore. And it's just basically based on the system that we have set up. It can work correctly, but you need good quality people in these positions to do these things who honor the position, okay, not themselves.
Right.
That's what made America work back in the day when we were growing up, because people generally had good moral values and generally made good, correct decisions to represent the office and not a small group.
Right. Not the 1%, that where no one else can get ahead except for them. So it's very, it's, and they weren't practicing satanic lunar rituals either. So takeaway,
This is
watch the
lunar and
sky.
solar.
Yeah, moon.
So if
Yeah.
you're watching this circle go around, so I can orient people, and
Okay.
you got the 21st, 22nd of every month as it's going around, and here comes Trump showing up. This is equivalent to Helios or Apollyon in your Bible. It says watch out for, or Ra riding the solar barge, okay, from the Egyptians. Um, as it goes around, you have not only these that are lit on the left, which would be the female aspect of that,
Okay.
as it goes around at every point, 12 points in a year, because the female sheriff that shows up here, it's half lit on the left and the sun's setting at 90 degrees, and she was female. 1 year and 2 days later, the Stone County Sheriff Guy Bradbury shows up, and he shows up with the FBI told me don't comment on some things.
Okay.
The moon, the sun rising with the moon half lit up on the right. Okay,
Okay.
from the east to the west. You
Yeah.
see, 1 year and 2 days later. So when you come over here with Kirk and all these things, you're getting that with the Fox News and Trump at this, and then now we're here at 6:22 come Monday.
Okay.
So it's hovering right there. So you're looking at the solar days going around and what they're doing, and you're documenting it. And you're looking at the moon half lit on the left and what they're doing as it goes around with that. But the other second 2 weeks in there, the moon's half lit on the right, and you're watching what they do with that. So it is literally the mother of all harlots. It is literally what your Bible is talking about. Could not atone for her sin, America. Her financial losses and debt that they're never going to come out of. It talks about the sins and the plagues, these killings and the COVID and the Lone Star ticks and the
Yes.
Hana virus. Are there adulteries, which is exactly what I documented these people doing to us out here, which would be spiritual adultery, spiritual alchemy, and he's going over to China. So you got the mother of all harlots here, and then you got the father of all lies, which would be communism was the biggest lie ever told, they said, other than the one in the garden where it said they can be as gods and you call them elites.
Yeah.
So you got East and the West worldwide going on.
Yeah.
He said Trump states that him and Xi are good friends. I bet they are.
Oh yeah.
Speaks like a lamb, acts like a dragon. And I'm trying to get the people to understand this and also understand situational awareness around them so that they don't become the next victim of this, even on a local level. There's been a great bunch of people who have are not with us anymore because of this.
Yeah.
I mean, it has really done devastation to the population. Houston looks like a ghost town now. It's nothing like it was. Businesses are closing. We need a reduction in politicians. First off,
Yeah.
we don't need all these positions to begin with because of what they're using them for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel I owe any national debt.
You
I
don't.
don't feel I
None
owe
of
these
us
people
do.
the time of day at this point.
We're not at war.
Yeah.
They're abusing our Title IV flag, which is the war flag. That is not even the American flag. If you don't know what a real American peace flag looks like, go
Which
on
one are
to
you talking about?
go on to the American State Assembly, which is TASA, and it has the lines that run vertically, and the stars are blue.
I'm also
and
looking at the
the background's white, and that is a peace flag, and that is where American state nationals and American state citizens are in. We're not creating the war. We don't owe the debt, like Brent says. None of that. It's all the corporations. They own all of it.
I'm also
because,
looking
go ahead.
the ones that are in these courts that are had the golden fringe around them and such too.
Exactly. That's the
Um,
Title IV flag. That's a war flag.
and these courts are absolutely illegit.
Correct.
Absolutely illegit. Um, these judges are picking their favorite attorneys to get the best cases. They're also picking them to run a narrative to keep these people on a perpetual treadmill of poorness and despair.
Yep.
They make their money by walking on the backs of the bruised. They profit from sin.
Yeah.
Sin based on laws they didn't do.
That's correct. So if you get into their courtrooms, they can put themselves in as beneficiary of your estate via your QSIP number, and they can. The attorney that was the prosecuting attorney in my case just happened to be retiring on the day that I went into court. I wonder why. I wonder whose trust he had access to, because they incorporated us at birth, and people need to start recognizing that and assemble. There's a guy that I watch.
I know you sold.
Go ahead.
You sold your birthright.
Yes.
Me after injury and everything else that I went through, I didn't want any attachment to it. The more I saw everything going on, I sat back independently and just cut them off.
Yep.
So you got the prosecutor over here at Mountain Home, who's I go ahead and get the ID and everything. Show up compliant, you know. This prosecutor comes out and starts threatening me because I guess me complying wasn't good enough. I mean, they ought to be on their knees thanking God that I did that, because I didn't want nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
So then he goes and goes, so I start to say something negative about unlawful traffic stop, and he hands my ID over to this cop, and this cop, got his mic on or whatever. He goes off in this little back side room. He comes back out about 10 seconds later, and he hands the ID back to the prosecutor and says, "This is a new ID. This there's nothing on this guy." And the prosecutor panics. So he goes and runs back into the back room, and he starts doing stuff on his computer. And I walk over to his door, and he comes out and he says, "You don't owe child support." And I'm going, "I'm not here for child support." He's trying to find anything he can to gain a conviction. And when I stood up in front of this Judge Brody Carney and I said this was done under duress, under threat, they parted the seas of the court and brought me up to the front. I wasn't even supposed to be there until a week later. I just walked in to see, hey, what I need to do about this. And convict you, bam, you're at the checkout line and walking away.
Yeah.
It didn't bother me. It's money. I'm sitting here looking in front of this judge saying this is done under duress, under threat. And she never stopped the proceeding. And by the way, this lady got appointed to some special counsel by Miss Madam Blavatsky, Sarah Sanders here. It was unbelievable. So then they turn around, and the deputy who couldn't find nothing on me steps up in front of the judge, and they put these forms in front of you, and they're making you sign away your rights.
Yeah, don't do that.
What they're doing.
Yeah, but I just don't even get into their courtrooms. But if you do and you're in that situation, no contract, no consent, offer refused. Do not sign those documents.
Yeah, I didn't want to anyway.
Yeah.
Couldn't find a lawyer anywhere because they're part of the grift under these judges. We need what we need to do basically is let the loser win the election. And when you let the loser win the election, money no longer matters. And basically the people, the lower level people are represented rather than the people with the high dollar. It goes back to the power of the people. There's no need for money in it. There's no need for any. So let's start making it where the loser wins. How about that? because they might represent you better because they've been kicked in through hard times and such like that.
Yeah, well, the losers in this case would be us. We, the people, need to assemble because we are greater than they are. And I think a lot of people are waking up to that fact that if we coordinate, we assemble with our state assemblies, we get involved. I mean, we did a data center letter, for Texas at the General Assembly and voted on it. And it will be sent to Governor Abbott and all his little minions about OpenAI and a cease and desist, which is what we gave them because they're not informing the public and not giving us a chance. So we're going after them from the bottom up, which is what we need to do.
Unfortunately, every time I run into this, especially in Texas with Abbott, these judges were put in there by Abbott.
Of course.
Just like this judge right here, just like this, and these were the killings and stuff. And Kevin Brady was a senator, and Tom Cruise out there.
Yeah. Ted Cruz.
With them.
Yeah. Good old Ted.
Cruz,
yeah.
And here's John Boozman and Tom Cotton. Here. Every time I run into this, it's when Trump's in the presidency. He's
Lucifer.
Maybe because maybe that's where these cells activate and start taking advantage of everybody, and then it goes over to Democrat, and that happens over in these areas, their areas. Regardless, we need people. I think Pratt was a good thing. He may not be experienced or anything, but he does generally make good decisions, and would do so. This Hudspeth guy here who won county judge, that's the only reason I kind of okayed him a little bit. He is part of the Freemason people.
Yeah.
Comes up and knocks on my door 3 times, and I inform him of those crimes. But he did seem like time will tell, genuinely did what he was supposed to, genuinely wanted the job and would do right by it. These are the people that we need.
Well, I don't know. If he's a Freemason, they know how to play both sides to get their way. Yeah.
Well, if it's the synagogue of Satan and your capital is a temple, and people keep wondering why they're voting for these people and being lied to and do the opposite, well, there you go. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
you got a lot of people who've been bought. You need to start doing shows about YouTube. YouTube or these
shadow banning.
That are discriminate in fashion.
Yep.
Because people not being killed is the most important message out there. Better than Candace Owens and her rumors, so-and-so said this and they did this and went over here and all that. She's giving you the runaround. She's making probably a lot of money off of this. It's like wars and rumors of wars. Here's the rumors of wars. Here we're reporting the war, and we're low on the totem pole on these platforms because we're being suppressed.
Yeah, we're being shadow banned. And no.
I make comments on Fox News or CNN ones, and the little thing just spins there. It won't allow me to comment. Then when I take and get on other things on YouTube and I comment and I leave that channel and then I come back, my comment's not there.
Yep.
That quick.
Yep. I've had people say that about my channel. They're like, I'm not able to leave this comment on your channel because they don't want us to have
You're not promoted.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want us to have any validity. They don't want us to have, a voice because they're the ones that are targeting people. And
technically, government should be paying you.
Oh,
Technically, government should be paying you because you're doing the community service based on the problem that they caused. You
yeah,
see, yeah,
good
get
point.
a grant or do something. You know, these people out here have NGOs. See, when Tim Griffin is telling me to go to this prosecutor, who's the only person who can make the choice on this, pay money for a protection order or a no contact order, or have to sue them in court, you're supporting their industry, okay? This is the same exact thing that the Southern Poverty Law Center got indicted on. Um, and this is one of the groups out here. They were taking money from donors and then giving it to the people to terrorize them some more. Um, Same difference, but at the county level through your
Yeah,
prosecutor, you see.
yeah,
So now this guy's habitually out here terrorizing my 80-year-old mom. My mom says she wants a protective order. So now you got to pay money or something to these people. It's extortion. When
yes,
all they
that's
had to
exactly what it
do,
is.
tell this
Yeah,
guy,
yeah,
all they had to do is say, hit the road. Go or we'll arrest you for stalking. Go or we'll arrest you on this capital murder case. I cannot believe that I have a channel up for this long reporting these serious heinous crimes and has no agency stepped up and stepped in the way to handle that problem.
yeah. I agree with you. I mean, most TIs have called the
It
Department of
shows you the
Justice
quality of vote.
and the FBI
Huh?
and the CLIA. Most TIs have called these agencies and they do nothing because they're all part of it. They're all Masonic, Satan worshiping pieces of shit, in my opinion. They're evil. And until the evil is
Mm-hmm.
wiped off the face of the earth and Heavenly Father does, make them accountable and judgment day is coming and it's coming soon, then we will get no justice. So, yeah.
And I have to say, these people out here that call themselves preachers is worthless as a wet Fruit Loop because and some of them are Fruit Loops um, because
Mm, mm.
because they're not doing nothing about it.
No, they're
They're
not. They're
supposed to
a
be the
part of
moral
it.
voice.
They probably went
Yeah.
through training at Israel,
Well, this was a Baptist church that had involvement here, and the Church of the Crooked Cross over in Texas was the one who dozed over Jan Wilhelm's stuff. To me, they're the false prophets.
yeah.
Yeah. There's the biggest attraction here is churches, and the second biggest attraction here is banks. And there's a whole bunch of banks in this town. I mean, this county right here, I mean, it's like 70 churches and 70 banks or something. Yeah, incredible amount for
Too
a
many.
small nowhere place.
Exactly.
They're
Too
talking
many.
about money laundering and everything else out here. I try to keep the people who are informants around where I'm stalked 24/7 right now.
All right.
No doubt. Oh, no doubt. The police would probably waste resources to follow me around and everything when I could tell them when their cult members fixing to come back 3 months later. They're wasting all the resources pretending they're investigating. Look, they're doing something, or wasting resources that could be better spent on fighting drugs or doing something, or child molesters or something, or you know. But they're doing that, which tells me they're looking to do me harm rather than
Good.
do the right thing.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I told the last sheriff here, who claims you do know we live in the fallen realm, he says.
Wow.
What excuse is that for people to come to our property to stalk us in an intentional fashion? It's ridiculous. They're not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
No.
I was saying this last time.
Yeah. No, us, light beings came to have a human experience in a wetsuit, not in the fallen realm where, the fallen angels were fallen down too and escaped, their holes through the 200, meteor holes. Um, it's time for judgment day for the fallen ones, because we don't want to have this human experience anymore. We want peace and prosperity for all, and we're not going to stop until we get that.
Well, it just goes to show that you can have cult leaders like Jim Jones lead everybody to Guyana, and they all drink the Kool-Aid, and you had a mass catastrophe there.
Yeah.
And it kind of shows you these rallies where you're technically drinking the Kool-Aid, but you're still alive. But you basically damned your soul because you were part of a human ritual sacrifice involving Charlie Kirk, and many others.
Yeah.
Heck, I'm sure if I was really hardcore paying attention back around 2000, you would see this in the 9/11 and everything. And then anybody, first responder, anybody else who got injured with that one, Congress fought them and crapped on them, basically, screwed them over too. Yeah, it's all an extortion racket. We need some new leadership. We need some new. Take most of the laws off the books and just install the 10 Commandments, and you won't see a
Exactly.
politician anywhere around because it wouldn't be profitable.
Yeah.
I mean,
Common
yeah,
law is going to be put back into the court system. And I know that for a fact because I know people in the background are working on that. Right now, these are civil courtrooms. They're not common law courtrooms, which means they're functioning in maritime law, with all their statutes, codes, and bullshit. Like, nobody needs to follow that. You need to be a good person. And
it amazes me also that on the personal level here, with these officials and Trump on the national level, and you got June over here where Osborne shows up, and then you got a second officer named Breeding that shows up. It's born and breeding, and it's showing birthing at 9 months and 9 months and all this stuff. And now you have 250th anniversary birthday of America with Trump
yeah,
coming up.
yep,
Yeah. So it's all coinciding on the local level to the national level to the world level of China and America. Um, so yeah, no gang stalkers. This is PB and J commenting right now. I tried to look him up. He might want to email me to tell me what happened there to him. I'd
her.
be interested in hearing that one.
Yeah, that's a
The
her.
guy who said, yeah, I was kind of wanting to speak to that person because I was curious what he had to say about who these individuals were.
In Centerville,
Um,
Texas.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Just reach out to me. No gang stalkers welcome. And
He can he
I'll,
can com- he can comment on my channel.
okay.
Yeah, on Gutbuster. Um, and he can learn a lot more about what's going on too. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to educate the people so they can see for themselves, so they can make good, intelligent choices.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
they can dodge these people
we're gonna
when they come to
document.
them.
We're gonna watch the phases, and then tell us again about CNN and Fox, because you told me, I think, and we weren't recorded.
Well, basically, your last administration is now a CNN crew or MSNBC or whatever, and your new administration is a Fox News crew. You see, so there you go. You ain't getting the news, and you ain't getting the government out of it. Um, and yes, this is firm proof that these murder mystery shows and these people involved with this stuff, because when you have this one with me and it matches, and you have this one with Rebecca Gould and it matches, And you have the people who claim they're law enforcement 20 years later do the court process and the arrest and everything with this Judge Tim Weaver or whatever his name is over here in Melbourne. It shows beginning to end doing the same thing. They're absolute fraud.
Yes,
You
I know.
cannot make 20 years of this line up to that individual, line up to us. If people need to pay attention, these people are dangerous.
Yeah.
Unsolved Mysteries still ain't calling back. Neither is A&E. Neither has or nobody.
Yeah,
I'm
because
surprised Tim Griffin's sitting there.
oh yeah.
Well, he directed me towards some people, and I really can't say nothing at this point. I think people out
Okay.
here are being looked at. So now that this has been exposed anyway, it would probably keep going on if it wasn't. There was who was it? It was probably True Crime in Centerville, and then NBC5 out of Dallas Fort Worth, where Gerald Wilhelm went to those people in less than 24 hours. He was killed. So NBC has involvement with it. ABC,
All of them.
they all do now. Now that I'm looking at Fox, but see, you don't see Fox really running murder mystery shows and unsolved mysteries and all these things. You kind of see it more on the other side than that side. But when they're sitting there doing, these news hosts have blood on their hands. They absolutely do. I'm not on board with them at all. Rachel Campos Duffy and Fox and Friends, or Erica Kirk and Friends, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Right.
So
Right.
I keep basically ending with that sentence.
But it's true. They're not. So Fox News isn't running those stories because they're running they're reporting the real murder, along with the lunar. Right.
You saw the adrenaline in the hosts of Fox when they were out there. It's like they were excited about it when there were ICE protesters being killed and all that stuff, and the shooting that girl in the car and all this stuff. It seemed like they were really enjoying it or something. It got to the point where it pissed me off, and I started commenting on the Fox News Live stuff. And this is probably why they cut me off of them. So, like I said, I don't run from them. I run at them. And everybody needs to be that way. Don't fear these people.
No.
Be very careful of them, but don't fear them.
Yeah.
The more they're exposed, the more people learn, the more people understand and pay attention to what they're watching, actually, because this is like a crime in slow motion, you see, and people don't have a real large attention span to begin with.
Yeah.
They're also busy with their life and trying to make ends meet. So they're trying to keep you busy while they're doing the sham on you. It gets worse and worse and worse. Everything was pretty stable back in the day.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of had a place, in factory workers and things of that nature. You had some stability. I guess now the economy's out of control and the bottom fell out. As above, so below. Obama's done this. They've all done this.
Yes.
It's just the next fraud, and the laws they invented, and they expect us to comply with we're aiding and abetting.
By not saying anything, of course. Yeah. I sent her email address.
All right, that'd be great. Because we probably encountered some of the same people.
Yeah.
When I'm looking back on these things, a a lot of the people that were there that were involved with these things in Centerville, Texas, are no longer with us, including Texas Rangers and all kinds of people. There's a couple there that are. Same way with Galveston. Judges gone, all kinds of things. I mean, gone off this earth.
Right.
Um,
I understand.
mayors, things like that. It's like they're electing the older people to do the crimes so that by the time they even ever try to answer for it, they're gone out of this world. We need
Maybe.
some younger people, some diligent, younger, or middle aged people who can generally make good decisions and pull it out of the hole that it's in. They need to admit that the economy is a failure. We need some type of basically set back to zero to our debt. There has to be a way to start over without this perpetual feed off of the others type of thing going on. That's the only way that's going to make America come back and have some stability.
Yeah, and we the people have to do that. Yeah, we the people have to do that. That's what the Global Family Bank is about. Is Loveonomics is a mathematical equation, and we've been living in economics with passing around a bill with all this Freemason bullshit on it. And the Loveonomics system is you are the intrinsic value. And so that's why we need to set up the Global Family accounts so that you can get your prosperity account set up, because we're going to flip the script and we don't want to pass around their evilnomic money.
I turned my back on the people a long time ago. I mean, if everybody did that, they'd fail instantly.
Exactly.
Like let's make it don't support them month or something. They'll fail instantly.
Yeah, within 30 days, if everybody stopped paying taxes, stopped paying anything, claiming exempt, stop paying them. Just stop paying them.
Yeah, and with what you're talking about, this is types of alternative systems. Like when Elon Musk bought Twitter and all that stuff, people couldn't speak through their voice or anything. He bought it and opened up the platform so people could basically openly speak. And then you had some others come in too that kind of helped anymore. I think internet killed the cable news star is what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The people, yeah, your system I like, and I like what it stands for and what it represents is what I mean. We need, if we're going to have a new world order, we need to get rid of the old one.
Yeah, and the technocrats that go with it, and the 222 members of the Dominion organization. That's been it's called Dominion.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll send you the information on that once we're off here.
Kind of seems like your computer is a Pandora's box. Everybody opened it, all the evil came out into the world, and nobody knows how to close it. The Bible says knowledge increased, so yeah, I definitely did that.
Yeah.
And people have moved to and fro because nobody around me is from here. Or anywhere I've been, they all got shuffled around everywhere, thinking it's going to be better somewhere else. But basically, it's up to you to hold ground and make things better in your area for you. And that's the only thing that's going to do this. Gang stalkers are out here. I'm looking at some of the comments. This is more of a literal Nazi Hitler cult out here, and it's infiltrated the state police over at Troop I and all of that. I mean, I was in a white community down at Galveston and such growing up and everything else, but we weren't passing out Mein Kampf books and everything else. We just had a general belief in God and did well by others, and that place survived and prospered. And the standard of living came up in general. And these people out here, I come out here and they're passing out Mein Kampf books and stuff. Um, this place here has went nowhere in the amount of time of the course of my life compared to where I came from. Um, these
Yep.
public officials need to help people help themselves.
Yep.
Greed is a major factor. Um, I think they feel controlling you makes them feel powerful or something, but
But it's
it's
evil. It's just evil. And we have free will given to us from the Father above. So, you
yeah,
know,
everybody needs to stand nose and eye to eye with these people, and be
yeah.
treated as equals,
Yep.
fair and equal under the law. Qualified immunity is not fair and equal under the law, which is what this officer would have done if he shot me dead in the street. Who just got through fired from the school from doing something strange to some kid. The city police here, when they throw us out of the police station because they can't answer for what they've done. And I ask them a series of questions before time, and I do this with everybody when I do it. Just normal, standard, well-known questions that they shouldn't be lying about because anybody I'm interviewing discredits themselves, makes them a felon. I mean, the list goes on and on. So these people are now down to your level and can't attack you. They have no credibility.
Yep.
Um, to me, this Tyler Robinson thing is a show trial,
Yeah. I agree.
and Fox News is the one showing the trial. Uh, and when you have these half moons and everything, and they're lining up across this circle, and they're in line and everything else with their actions, they're complicit in it. Uh, when there's no there's no I'm here to prove it. I'm here to prove a case and investigate it. Um, they it's a hands down, no contest um, fact. These things that I'm reporting are fact, and that's what you have to do is report fact. Not like Candace Owens with said he said she said, or
Right.
these courts where they were bad in Texas about getting people in court that are part of these groups just to target an individual. The Point Finger Club, I called them, to lie about people to prosecute them,
Yep.
um, and they're here to jail you, kill you, extort from you.
Yep.
Um, they're not here to be your friend.
No, they're
And
not.
this goes back with economic failure and how they need to reset things, but in a way that's they're
Beneficial
always
to
selling you a
all.
poison pill.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
selling you a poison pill. They present something as something good, but it has something bad attached to it. You know, along with every bill they've ever done, the pork and all that. Nothing's clean.
Yep.
Um, yeah.
I
So for somebody who can run a channel for this long and document these things, there must be something going on. And I was and I was commenting on the JLR Investigates channel on YouTube, where this guy's basically run the whole YouTube channel based on shootings. Um, yeah, he's doing this based on shootings, um, making a whole channel out of it. These things shouldn't be going on.
no, they
Um,
shouldn't.
yeah, good. My charger works. We can stay on if you want. Um, yeah, I hope the person from Centerville gets a hold of me. I'd like to chat with that person. I have a lot of confidential informants here that I want, and I learned that quick in Texas because harm would come to them. You see, So I tried to protect the sources that were giving me information and such, so harm didn't come to them
Okay.
too. And I have people out here saying a lot of stuff to me, and well-known people, uh, normal, credible people, saying things to me to the effect that these things have gone on. The more I look at it, the more easier it becomes to investigate. Um, oh, you need to go? Huh?
Just waiting on you.
Okay. I'm asking my mom.
Yeah. Your poor mom. I hope it ends, soon so that
You need to go
she
back?
isn't being tortured. It's because nobody
No, I thought
deserves.
she needed to.
Nobody
I
deserves
thought she needed to come.
to. Yeah, nobody deserves to live like that, especially an
Come
older
on.
woman.
Yeah. No, I was thinking she needed to get by the chair to go through the door here. And here she is. Come on, say hi to them. Yeah, this is an
Hi there.
80-year-old mom
Hello.
who has to
Hi.
do a video. A terrified senior citizen. And the FBI hasn't picked this up yet. I don't know why this is being neglected. So
I agree. Yeah.
say bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm having to basically help an elderly develop a property and fight off these evil people that are gang stalking and the forces of evil all at once. And I'm just one person, so
Right.
everybody out there can do their part. You've done a lot to help and help others. Yeah, we definitely need to take up these positions. The elections are frauds. I mean, the whole system's got to go.
Yeah.
Everybody's in agreement with it.
Yep.
I'm finally glad that people start saying that they don't trust either political party now. Finally,
Finally. Yeah.
they're
I
looking for some
know.
alternative. They're
Yeah.
looking for some alternative, and we
I don't
need to
think,
be that
I don't think,
alternative.
yeah, exactly. I think we, the people, need to be the alternative. I don't think we're going to fall for any political party anymore. They're just all corrupt and it's stupid. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you, Brent.
Yeah, you have to pay attention to these things over a long period of time to put together this case. And I really think that maybe the judge or the prosecution or the especially the defense over there in Provo, Utah, needs to see this rather than their next Fox News alert, because it disproves and discredits the whole thing. They throw it right out to court, and they need to.
Yeah.
Reasonable doubt. That's like I told. Walk up to a sheriff and shake their hand and told them, not only do I have reasonable doubt to get this guy out of prison, I have probable cause to put them all in. And this goes the same with Tyler Robinson. Reasonable doubt to get him out, and probable cause to put every single person that's been involved with this TPUSA, Erica Kirk, governor of Arkansas, and Trump, unfortunately,
Yep.
got himself in a big mess.
Yep.
Dealing with these people. So now I have no confidence in government.
No, I don't think
At
anybody
all.
does. Yeah.
None. Yeah. So how long is this podcast about to go on for? We live for a long time or what?
No, we can wrap it up. And
because it's been like what, an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes. That's pretty good though.
It is pretty good. I wanted to keep you on for a while, just so people could jump in and jump out. So, but I think we got a clear picture.
Yeah. I'm here to fight crime, prove cases, and and they're here to stalk you, to look for the speck in your eye, to see what kind of harm they can do to you because they can't answer for what they've done. The
Yeah.
Bible calls them damned and irredeemable, and they are, because nobody out here likes them. Everybody out here and everywhere I've been polling people, I didn't want to know their name or anything, asked them what they thought. They said, these people don't represent us. And then you get the irredeemable because in your Bible, because they can't answer for what they've done already.
Yeah.
It is Legion. It is Legion.
Yeah. We have no confidence.
Instead of paying all these politicians salaries and everything else, we need to be supporting mom and pop stores, and they're failing by the dozens.
Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah,
Shop local, shop small shops, get away from the big box stores. Don't purchase at Amazon. Don't support them. If we did that, all of us, for 30 days, these corporations would fail.
Okay.
Good point.
Oh, yeah. This is the way it was back in the day. This is where everybody had a job before the politicians sold you out and sold your jobs over to slave labor in China. They took the copper and silver out of your coins, the value out of your dollar, and now they're trying to push you off on some digital thing that's worthless that they can control.
Yep.
You, the individual, they can control, not necessarily the money, but you, the individual. Okay. Yeah, I'm tracked and stalked everywhere. They're looking for anything they can possibly do to me, and they've already done it in several other places that I've been through this whole encounter.
Yeah.
Go ahead and speak, Kim, for a minute.
It's criminal. Like what they're doing is illegal, and it's criminal. And they are, like you said, fallen and unredeemable, or whatever you said. But yeah, like they would have to do 10 good things for every bad thing that they've done while gang stalking people. And even then, I don't even think their souls would be saved. I don't. I think they probably have no soul.
The heads of these agencies need to step up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan Bongino runs away like a little girl, and yeah. And trying to convince you he was on the right side of things. If he was on the right side of things, or Trump was going to make any arrest or do anything at all, it's just lead you down the road to nowhere.
Yeah, well, they kind of covered up the Epstein, release, which Trump is mentioned in there, along with Bill Gates and a bunch of other of these technocrats that want this one world government under their control with, like you said, their digital currency. And we're not having it. I don't think any of us. If you comply with that bullshit, I don't know what to tell you.
Then you deserve to be the slave they want to make you.
Yeah, good point. Very good point.
Yeah. We need good, competent people in these positions.
Yep. Agreed.
Independent. We need to take. That's why I said the loser needs to win, so we get rid of these groups of funding and everything.
Yeah.
It takes the money out of it. The loser wins. The loser done got kicked and motivated enough to step in to run for the position. So maybe they'll be a little better, in representing the normal man.
Yeah, I think we should just defund the government, take it down, since that means mind control in Latin. And we, the people, need to step up and do some elections. But I think it needs to be not a president, because the only thing Trump is president of is the 10-mile radius of Washington, D.C. And it's only the media and the other politicians around that make it seem like he's the president of the United States of America, but he's not. He's president of the United States Incorporated. The United States Incorporated, and they all have DUNS numbers, every single one of them. That's how they tricked us. So I live in Texas. I live on Texas State, and they incorporated it as the state of Texas. And if you look that up, it has a DUNS number. It's incorporated, and we are incorporated living people. We are not persons. We are living people. They jacked some shit up.
Texas was a republic, was its own independent, entity in and of itself. And Galveston used to be the capital of Texas before the 1900 storm and all that. Before Austin became that.
Yeah, they've deceived us all. They've deceived us all. They've lied about everything. They've incorporated everything, including ourselves, with the birth certificates. And you have to get yourself unincorporated and come back to the land and soil.
What do you need? Well, I think we've gone on for quite a while now. This is about an hour and 45 minutes on this one.
Yep.
It was good. It was good enough to prove the case on the local levels, prove the case on the national levels. I think my mom's having a little bit of an issue, so I think I need to get off and find out what's going on with her.
Yeah, be her caretaker. Tell your mother I said hi, and stay strong. We got this.
You too. Hopefully, we'll end this stream.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.
Go see Gubbuster.
Yeah.
Go see Gubbuster.
At Gubbuster.
Because I'm gonna keep this up. I'm gonna keep documenting this.
Good. Thanks, friend.
All right. Thanks a lot.